my gosh, it's already Wednesday, and we just did our reading for Sunday. We're going to be using the Light Seers deck. Oh my goodness, I dropped it. We're going to be using that as our main deck. Let's see what Spirit would like to give us information on today. And welcome everyone. If you've never been to this channel, this is a Libra tarot channel. Although a lot of people visit and I try to accommodate them with a free reading here and there, okay? Nonetheless, we did our trivia and it was, Tim, you have to say this 3 times. Harry, you're such a banana. That is the trivia clues. Those are the trivia clues for this week's tarot. So you can get a free mini reading by me. All you have to do is look in my older videos description, because this one is live. I can't post that right now. It'll give you my email, and the first person to email me with the name of the movie wins the free mini reading with me. So, Spirit, what would you like to tell Libra? Yeah, I thought so. I just saw the King of Swords, and he was upside down, and then he ended up at the bottom of the deck. If he comes out again, he was meant to come out. Meanwhile, we're also going to be using another deck. I cannot remember the name of that Oracle deck. My apologies. I had it out of the box. We're going to be using Cartomancy to get some more clues, some more information from Spirit. And we're also going to be using the Angel Love Oracle card. And then messages from who's on your mind right now that you're not currently in contact with, or that is little to no contact. So let's see what Spirit has to tell us. And thank you again for hitting that like button. If you hear something you like, or if you just like the channel in general, if we entertain you. Let's go, Libra, let's go. Oh my gosh, the first card you got is a Hangman. It's a good card and not so good card, depending. If you're trying to move fast in life, it's not so good of a card. However, if you're trying to figure out what you should move on or what you should be doing next in life, it's an excellent card because it depicts someone gaining an epiphany, right? Gaining insight, using the wisdom that the Hangman allows you to get while you're meditating, praying, or thinking on things, contemplating things before you actually execute the action, right? Which is a good thing. Looks like somebody's trying to regain their balance in life at this time. And I am going to put my glasses on because I cannot see the screen without it. I do like to say hello and welcome to people as you come in. Hi, is it Kumbalish? Kumbalish? Good morning, dear. How are you doing? Hi, Andy. How are you? Is it Harshit? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And if I'm not, I apologize. Sebastian, ONVR, how are you doing? Hi. Spike, how are you doing? Abe, is it Abdel? How are you doing? So, again, it looks like somebody's trying to regain balance or balance something out in their life right here, because we do see the Hangman position where we're stopping to pause to think things through. How can we balance things, or how can we make things work? Someone is trying to gain inner strength. I don't know if that's your energy, Libra. I see that right now your energy is pretty balanced and you're pretty straightforward with whatever you're doing right now. Hi, is it NDM? How are you doing? So here you go. Somebody's trying to come up with an invitation or an offer to give to you, my Libra. They're hoping that they can start a new cycle with you. I don't see yet if it's good or bad. They are thinking of you with love, the little pitter-pat of their heart, which is a good thing because normally your cross-watcher, that's the person on your mind. Your cross-watcher normally, Libra, is always on their mind, is always money, coins, finances. They never really think with their heart. Hi, Moonlight, how are you doing? So because of that, I'm glad to see that they're coming out with flowers. They're coming out with heart chakra open. That's a beautiful thing. But they are trying to offer you something kind of small there with the Page of Pentacles. It's a start. Don't get me wrong, guys. Don't get me wrong. But it's not anything big. Right now, they're trying to see if that's going to be enough, if you're going to accept that, because they're in a lot of heartache right now. So they're saying. 9 of Cups. that's what they're wishing for. This is not what they're living in right now. This is not what they have right now, Libra. They're wishing for the 9 of Cups. Oh my gosh, what they're actually going through is a lot of heartache. I don't know yet if that heartache is because they're missing you, perhaps, or if they're just having a really horrible time in life in general. They're in deep concentration on their problems right now. This is the Hermit. This is the Hermit card. And we already saw that they're trying to gain enlightenment via the Hangman. Okay? I don't like the Hangman, guys. And that's because, hi, Pierre, that's not a card of movement. When you're in the Hangman position, you're either getting ready to execute, meaning do something, or you're just in thought about doing something. So I really don't like that card very much. But the Hermit is also telling me this person is taking their time to think things through before they act, which is a good thing. Because normally we see somebody that's always in the Knight position, coming and going, and moving about and doing great things, but great bit of nothing because it fizzles out. So in their mind, they're doing great things, but in reality, they're not even moving. It's like Spirit is saying it's like a dog chasing his tail. So I am so sorry. Thank you. I am so sorry that I laughed because it's a serious situation, but the thought of the dog chasing its tail, because it never catches it, right, is why I'm laughing. They want the star, the ever elusive star. Have you ever wished upon a star, guys? I've been, by the way, the last, not this morning, but I want to say Sunday, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, the stars were all out. And I think I saw Orion because there were 3 stars in a row. And it was just beautiful to look up at the night sky and to see that. I leave very early to work, approximately 5 in the morning at present. Hi, doctor. So because of that, I get to see the starry sky. Today I did not because it was overcast. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, you look up and you wish upon a star, you look at the stars and you think it's so beautiful and you take it all in, right? This person is thinking that way about you. They're thinking about you in that way. You're so beautiful, or you're so handsome, and you're so this and that and the other. But they haven't told me what is it that they're going to do to recapture the love or recapture the energy of that love with you. There is a change that's trying to come through, guys, with the Death card. But are they trying to work their magic to bring you back in? And when I say magic, people don't have to physically do black magic or do white magic, green magic, whatever kind of magic. They don't have to. Sometimes people are so strong, their words are strong enough to evoke something, to cause something to happen. Right now, justice is on your side for this new beginning. Okay, this Ace of Swords is for you. So it could be that you do very well get a new beginning with this person. The Hierophant is coming in with the Chariot. So there is movement here. And if you wanted it, they're telling me, Spirit is telling me, if you want this relationship back, you can have it back, Libra. I don't know. It is coming in with the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. So some of you are more into your finances right now in regards to your stability, in regards to what you want in life, and not really thinking about love. So this person has their work cut out for them. Whereas before, maybe you were heart over mind, meaning you thought with your heart, you felt with your heart was open, and you didn't care about anything else. You didn't think about how much money people had, etc. But now it's like, I know that if I work X amount of hours, or if I have a salary per month, this is how much I'm going to get. That's a gimme. That's a given. That's what I'm going to get in return. But with this relationship, you can tell me, how is it in Spanish? When it translates to English, it's like, you give me pretty flowers, meaning your words. You give me pretty flowers, but the petals fall apart. So it's no sooner do they hand you the flowers, just imagine that they hand you a beautiful bouquet of roses or daisies or anything. And as they're handing it to you, all the petals fall apart. Hi, Aman. So it's really, really up to you, Libra, whether you want to believe this person again or you don't. Let me give you an example. The Ten of Swords is what they mostly leave you in. So they may be claiming they're in the Three of Swords energy, but you didn't do that. They may be feeling that towards you because you're not with them currently. Maybe some of you are not talking to each other right now, currently. That's what they're saying, that they're expressing via their sorrow of their heart. But this is the way they leave you every single time. A Ten of Swords is an ending. A Ten of Swords is an ending. It's an actual death. So that's the way they leave you all the time. So I'm not sure if you want to give in to your heart again, because your heart, as per you, from what I'm reading here, what I'm getting from Spirit, you feel like your heart always betrays you, Libra. Where this person is concerned, your heart always betrays you. You end up believing this person, you end up opening your heart to them, you end up giving in again for another chance, another opportunity, and instead of taking the opportunity to change, to show you why you should believe in them, they end up hurting you all over again. So I don't blame you for hesitating or not really wanting to give this person another opportunity to come in and try again. So what they give you is the Ten of Swords energy. That's the way you feel every single time. You feel empty, you feel betrayed, you feel sorrow, you feel anger, you feel resentment, you feel pain. But this is what they want. They want to feel your energy again. They want to feel the fates, the sisters, that energy that the sisters bring in with the Three of Cups. They want to feel that beautiful energy that you grant them or you give to them when they come near you. But is that a fair exchange is what Spirit is asking you to think about. Does that look like a fair exchange? You get emptiness, you get empty cups. Ten of Swords. That's a death. That's a stab in the back, a stab in the heart. However you want to look at it, it's a betrayal. It's a left with emptiness. But you give them this. You actually give them flowers. You actually make them feel good. Your energy brings them up and makes them happy. But you end up with all this pain and sorrow because it's always like you start just to end again. It's not fair. That's what I hear. It's what I hear in my head. It's not fair. So the Five of Cups is your feelings towards them. I'm sorry. I'm just reading the cards. I'm just the oracle, guys. I'm the messenger. The feeling that they give you is the Five of Cups. You're like, no, I don't think so. Hi, Rumberto. Is that? I hope I said that right. How are you doing? So this is what they leave you feeling like. Meanwhile, they know that if they come towards you, this is what you feel exciting. Your energy feels good. Your energy is healing. You make them feel great. I don't think that's an even exchange. I'm sorry. I might be crazy. Call me crazy as they say, but I don't think it's a good exchange. You're not getting something for something. You're giving something away and getting nothing, because it's like a beautiful dream, Libra. I'm seeing someone so happy and smiling from ear to ear and feeling their heart chakra just so warm and open. And then all of a sudden, they're back into this energy again. They're let down. So I don't know, Libra. You're telling me you don't really feel like you should open up to this person again. Do you see this? Again, with the practicality. I see you. This is work. This is your money, making it happen, making that money come. So I see you in the King of Swords energy right now, Libra. Whether you're a male or female, doesn't matter. I see you in your practical side, in your logical side. And what they like about you is that normally you're very playful, you're very energetic, but you're not in that flow right now towards them anyway. You're not in that flow. Right now, you're in the flow of giving to yourself. And I see the Magician is working for you. meaning whatever it is that you make happen or whatever energy you're putting out, it's to bring something to you. So you have the Magician, and then you have the High Priestess coming out right away. Somebody thinks that you do something funny for your money. I rhymed. I didn't mean to rhyme. They think you're doing something funny for your money. They think that you do spells, black magic, etc. to gain finances, and that's not true. You don't do any of that. You just have the mojo right now. It's a natural energy. It's a natural God-given ability to generate money or opportunities. So they're wrong about that. You don't have anything that you're doing behind anybody's back. One more. They think you actually are in connection with the devil, or that somebody is working on their energy so that they don't have any money. I don't think you're doing that. As a matter of fact, Spirit, funny segue, for those that don't know what that means. Funny thing that should be brought up by Spirit, because on the way home, Spirit was giving me messages, and so that's why I got online. I normally wait till this time anyway, but I wasn't going to come on today because I'm extremely tired from work. But Spirit was telling me, the cross watcher is so dumb. Sorry, I just spread the message. The cross watcher, which is the person away from you, and this was mostly for females that they were talking about. They were telling me the cross watcher is so dumb, they don't even realize their mother-in-law is the one providing the magic for the wife. So for those cross watchers that are watching this for your Libra and want to find out about your Libra, today is your lucky day, because actually the message is mostly about you, cross watcher. So Spirit was telling me the cross watcher is so dumb, they don't even realize that when they want to leave to come back to their Libra, because that's where their heart is, and that's the heartache they're in, is because they're away from their Libra, and their Libra is their happiness, their joy. They don't even realize that the person doing the black magic is their mother-in-law, for the wife. And that's the one that's actually doing the magic. Why? Because they want to keep the money. They want to keep the money in their family. And that money needs to stay, because we're not letting him go. Because if we let him go, he's the money bags. And that's the Libra that's coming out. That's the Libra energy that's coming out. So you could be connecting, for my females right now. He doesn't have to be a Libra. He can just carry a lot of air within his chart. He could be someone who thinks like a Libra and be very stoic, very quiet in his movements, very private, doesn't talk a lot about his finances or other things, aspects of his life when he's away from you. But it's not you that's doing the black magic on him to stay. Every time he tries to leave, as a matter of fact, they pull him back down. And if you don't think that they don't know when he's about to leave or thinking of leaving, or what it would be like to live with my Libra, be with my Libra full time, so I can be happy all the time, yeah, they know exactly what's happening. Confirmation. They know exactly what's happening, cross watcher, and they got a good eye on you. And I've already disclosed that I am a high priestess. I don't practice magic at this time. I haven't for 4 years. That doesn't mean I don't know how to do magic. Doesn't mean I haven't seen other people do magic. And so the way it works is they'll hide it in your room, cross watcher. They will hide it under your bed, in between your mattresses, in your closet, in your shoe boxes, in your shoes that you don't always wear. And your wife has access to everything that they need to do magic on you, because they've got your dirty laundry, they've got your shoelaces, they've got your ties, they've got your belts, whatever it is that you've worn. Hats, because we tend to run or exercise with our hats on, and they have our sweat. Anything that has your essence, they can do black magic on you to keep you. So those binding spells are what is keeping, Libra, what is keeping your cross watcher away from you. Every time they get close enough to where it looks like they're gonna come towards you completely, and they're always going to, be there with you, and this is not gonna end, It feels that way because they have a connection to you that is natural. But unnaturally, via this black magic, somebody keeps pulling them away from you. So when they do that to them, they don't even care that they could be driving this person insane, really, in reality. And cross-watcher, if you're watching for your Libra, let me tell you what you could be experiencing so that you can understand that I'm not just pulling, BS out of thin air. So you can be confused at times. You can feel like, dang, I really want to leave. I don't know why I can't, or I don't know why I feel so confused, or why I don't carry through. Why don't I actually leave? Why do I stay? I know I'm unhappy, but every time I think of leaving, I just give up, or I just change my mind and stay. It could be as easy as that you're going through. Or you could literally be feeling a lot of confusion, brain fog, you lose your train of thought, you feel very anxious all the time, or you feel like you're losing your mind. Not kidding. So again, there is some black magic showing here, and this is undeniable, man. I can't even make things up. The Magician to the High Priestess to the Devil. If that's not black magic, I don't know what else is. And I know there are a lot of tarot readers out there that can tell you, that may be watching this channel presently, and can tell you that is some black magic BS that's going on. And so now you know why that person they come to you and it's so beautiful, and you're in love, and both of you are sharing emotions and sharing feelings and affection, and it dies. It fizzles out as soon as it starts. And that is why, because they're being detained via magic. The problem with magic, when it's an unnatural state that the person is in, is that they have to do it over and over and over and over and over and over again, because people will leave. Sooner or later, if you stop doing the magic long enough and that person is able to act and react in their own natural state, they'll leave, because the magic broke, the spell broke. It's not strong enough to hold them. True love will always win out. Let me tell you, anyone out there can tell you, true love will always win out. If they really are in love with you, Libra, it doesn't matter how much magic they do, that love will never die. The love just continues to grow. And as much as the karmic, because that's what we call the people that are on the other side with them, where they don't belong, but they're there for a reason. They're there to learn life lessons. They're there to learn how much it hurts when they're not loved correctly by people, when they're constantly judged, or when they're asked to give X amount of dollars all the time, or I gotta have this, that, or the other that's brand new, and it's not really a love. It's more like a convenience, or it's more like some kind of tie, or it's more like a tradition. Nobody divorces in my family. I'm not allowed to divorce, things like that. But I'm telling you, this person is doing the magic, and instead of looking at home and looking for boxes, hey, have things come from out of town or out of state or out of country lately, and you didn't order anything, and when you saw the package you questioned, but it was under your wife's name, so you never opened it. They opened it, when they got to it, and you never knew what it was. Oh, it was just something my mother sent me. It was something your mother sent you, all right, to make sure the money stays in the family. Because this cross-watcher I'm picking up on helps the wife's family quite a bit. They're very, very giving towards the family. So they give money away all the time. They help people. And they're so accustomed to being helped. You think they want that son-in-law to leave? That's my money. That's my cash cow. That's my ATM. I need money. Okay, it's on its way. How much do you need? Oh, I'm sick. I need medicine. Right. Let me see. Okay, I'll send you money. Oh, your father-in-law's sick too? Okay, let's send. It's something like that there's always something, but they always say that it's because they're sick, or there's a necessity, or there are pills or medicine or doctors, whatever. They can't afford it. So who sends the money is the cross-watcher. So something like that, Libra, and that's why they're not going to be let go of. They're not. So the other thing is they're telling me that the cross watcher, the karmic that's currently with the cross watcher, they like the money to the point to where they're saying, no, you're not leaving. You're not leaving. So they're obsessed with the finances, but they're also obsessed with your person. So it's not that they're in love with the person, your cross watcher, the person on your mind. That it's that if I cannot have you, nobody else is going to have you. You're mine. You're not leaving. You're mine. So just think about it. This is what they want, the happiness. That's what they want. They just don't want that person to leave. So they keep faking that they're happy. They keep faking the 10 of Cups. We got it all, baby. We've got it all. We've got all the finances. We've got a family. We've got family and friends, friends of the family. We got it all. But meanwhile, look at that magic. I told you. See that magic talking in their ear? Yeah. Oh, just stay here where it's safe. Don't leave. Don't leave. Hi, Varsha. Don't leave. We have a beautiful family. Does that look beautiful to you? Does this look beautiful to you? I'm just asking. Does that look beautiful to you? Because that's the state your cross watcher is in. Staying over there. That looks beautiful. The 3 of Swords, that's pain. Feeling so depressed that you feel like you gotta sleep often, that's depression. This is heartache. Then you have the 5 of Swords. This is confusion. See that? That free fall right there? That's not somebody that's seated, that's well seated in their body. That's somebody who's been worked on magically. This person wants to be loved so badly. And that's what they actually want in life, Libra. And they do feel like the Queen of Wands, which is what they're calling you today, whether you're male or female, they're thinking that you are the Queen of Wands, that your energy is so inviting, so beautiful. But this is not real love that they're involved in over there. It's not real love. It's fake. It's fabricated via the magic. So they're being betrayed with the 2 of Swords. They're being betrayed. They're being lied to and manipulated. They're in the 5 of Wands energy. It's like, it reminds me of somebody walking on eggshells, where no matter where you step, you're going to step on glass or eggshells, something's going to break. So you don't know what to do anymore. So they are looking into moving their energy along to the Knight of Swords there, because they want the Empress. And whether you're a male or female, you're coming out as Empress energy, which is a very beautiful energy, Libra, to be in. But coming in as a King of Wands, I don't know, Libra, because you have the 2 of Wands right after that. So they know. This is telling me they know you do not want them to come as the King of Wands, because we all know the King of Wands, if not stable, they're here for a good time, but not a long time. And so who wants that unless you're just an F girl or an F boy, right? Other than that, it's just not going to work. They know that they need to go somewhere a lot better. They need to take you or take this relationship a lot better, to a better place, if they're going to get you back. Because you're not going to let them in. They know what you want. For most of you, you want marriage. You want stability. You want to be the main person in their life. You want them to be your main person. And you don't want to mess around and just be a third party or third wheel. But enters in the karmic. Here is the karmic. So you're the Empress, and the karmic, is coming out as the Queen of Coins. So they feel like they need to be patient because this person is in their life. Goodness. So instead, what do? They play the Knight of Wands. They play the Knight of Wands. That's somebody that's in and out. Like, I call them, you know, like in California, they have In-N-Out burgers. Because the drive-through, you go and you get your fast food really quickly. But you're not fast food, are you? Hi, Leanne. You're not fast food. You're home-cooked meal. It takes time. It takes ingredients. It's natural. You do it with love. And you add your ingredients, right, to taste, to a good taste, to make it tasty and delicious. You're not In-N-Out burgers. So that's what they want to treat you like. Hi, Third Stone. But they know that you're more like the Queen of Cups. They know that if you want to give love, you also want love to be given in return. And that's not going to happen with an In-N-Out type of situation. That's not love. And they know you want it to grow. They know that you've been asking for growth from them for a while. Because if you look down, there's 7 pentacles in there. That means there should have been growth by now. With all those seeds planted underground, you see how it's sprouting? There should have been growth by now. And they know that you haven't really seen concrete growth. It's more like, have you ever seen people that are like, just imagine, they give up on their plants in the front yard, so they go to Hobby Lobby, the Dollar Tree, wherever, and they go buy the fake ones and stick them in the pots, and you drive by their house and you're like, that's pretty, and then you're like, wait a minute, it's been like that since springtime. It's winter, it's snowing, and those flowers are still in bloom. They're not real. Those are plastic. You're not a Barbie. You're not plastic. You're a real. I always used to tell my twin flame, I'm a real girl, Geppetto. I'm a real girl. I'm not a toy that you go put on the shelf and you take out when you want to play with it. And that's what they want to do with the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands energy. If that's not a player, oh my God, that's a pimp with a pimp walk and a pimp cane. I'm serious. You can't get more pimped out than that. Hi, Arafat. You can't. So this person is, I don't know, is just coming in and saying, well, I can't get rid of this person. So I want my Empress, but I can't give the Empress what they want right now. I know they're more like the Queen of Cups. They're very loving, very kind, but they're at this point, they're not being generous anymore. They want to see the growth, and there's no growth. So how am I going to fake that? And as I'm saying, how am I going to fake that? Here we have the 7 of Swords. The sneakiness comes back. Let's just have our agenda again. Let's just have our ulterior motives. Let's just have, you know, the ships in the night, as they say. Let's just cross, you know, with the ships in the night. And let's not worry about all of the details. Let's just do it. Yeah, there's no problem with just doing it. Anybody can just pop into bed and do the horizontal mambo, right? I mean, that's just the way it is. But look at you, so vibrant, so filled with energy, and that's what they want in the bed. But unfortunately for them, I think that energy is for you right now. So what they're going to find is the 4 of Cups energy. They're not going to get out of you what they normally get. So they're going to feel disgusted and dejected because you're not going to give them the things that they actually want from you. But they think they're playing the waiting game. You know, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for a sign from Libra. Libra will be back. Libra will talk, and soon everything will go back to normal, and I'll be able to get what I want out of Libra again. Checkmate, they think, but what they don't understand is you are now the Emperor. You're now the Emperor. They think you're the Empress, but what they don't realize is you're actually the Emperor. And the Emperor, as much as the Empress is so beautiful, so loving, so kind, so nurturing, so abundant, fruitful, I mean, fertility. You want to be a parent, you want to be a mom, and you just haven't been able to conceive? There you go. There's the Empress. Mother Nature. That's who you used to be. But because of every time that they killed your joy, every single opportunity. Just look at those, see those birds, those crows? Just think of them as every time you gave them another chance. And they killed it. They killed it. They didn't know how to build. They didn't know how to grow it. So instead, oh yeah, no, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. Let me just be in the little knight energy and the King of Wands, you know, because I'm so handsome. Libra will take me back. You know, I'm a good catch. No, you're actually not. A good catch would be somebody that stays. A good catch would be actually someone who grows the relationship with the Libra. A good catch is someone that you can depend on, that they're going to say something and do it and mean it when they're saying it, and not just saying it in the moment, because that's the way I get Libra to do what I want. If I tell them what they want to hear, they can shut up. Sorry to say it like that, guys, but that's what I'm hearing. I will make them be quiet long enough to get my little jollies in the pan, and then I'm out of here. And then Libra can complain and yap all they want because I already got what I wanted. But now Libra is not giving in. Libra's not even, for most of you, Libra's not even talking, because I see Libra pouring into themselves here. So Libra has said, checkmate. Now what? Now what you got? Is that all the game you've got? Because I already know that game. And I know it so well now, because you played it so long and so often. I can not only tell you how the game's going to go, but now I've rewritten the game. And now they're my rules. So how do you like me now? How do you like me now? I'm the emperor now. Where I was waiting for you to grow up, I was waiting for you to get your head out of your rear end, I was waiting for you, giving you grace. I turned that grace into me. I turned the energy back towards me. I turned that love back towards myself. And now I'm the emperor, because now I had the epiphany that I was waiting for you to have all along. And the epiphany that I had was, wait a minute, I don't even need you. I'm not only happy without you, I love myself. I've gotten better. My dreams, my goals, the path I'm on, everything is suddenly like I'm Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, follow the yellow brick road. All I had to do was stop giving in to your BS long enough to start following my own path and seeing my own dreams and growing my own self. I don't need you to fulfill my dreams. See, what they don't understand, Libra, the cross watcher never understood about you, is they were just the cherry on top. You were the whole dessert. You were the whipped cream. And all they were was the little cherry on top that you can do with or without. But they thought so much of themselves, they never stopped long enough to see, what does Libra want? Does Libra ask for a lot? Or in fact, is Libra offering so much by comparison of what I give to them? They never thought of any of that because it wasn't relevant. It's only relevant to the conversation we're having. Okay, well, what conversation are we having? Am I in the conversation? Is anything that I want, anything that I've asked for, anything that I've contributed to this relationship have any value to you, to where you can say, yeah, I can see why Libra would want something in return? See, because I'm going to tell you guys something that maybe you've never heard, because I'm already older, so I've heard a lot and I've seen a lot of my life. Maybe not everything, because every day I get surprised a little differently, but nonetheless, I get surprised. So let me tell you something. When you go to Costco, when you go to your grocery store and they're giving out samples, do you really think that is for free? Do you really think that's for free? I mean, that's just a small example. Nothing in life is for free, because what they have is a hidden agenda, which is not so hidden. Those people that go unfold tables and set up and give you those small little samples that some people keep going back for more and turn it into a small snack, that's not for free. They're doing it with the intent of you buying the product, which costs something, and a lot more than what it costs to divide it into small packaging, right? To give you an offer. But that's the agenda, is you got to buy it. You want some more? Did it taste good? Did you like it? Okay, it's on sale today. So what Libra's giving is those samples of love. But unfortunately, the person didn't buy the love. They didn't, in other words, give anything back for that love. It's like, okay, you gave me love, so what? Yeah, it was common. Really? I don't think so. See, each individual is unique, and each individual has something beautiful within themselves to give to somebody. So no, it wasn't just common. You treated it common, cross-watcher, but that didn't make it common. That was your conscious. That was your conscious that could afford you to say that the Libra's love was common every day. But what turned out, as we can see it, is that you're the one that's common. Because the Libra has grown from the doggone Empress. The Libra grew. They were already an Empress. Do you know how hard it is to stay in an Empress and represent all 4 queens? That's not something every person can do, because we have a lot of shortcomings, and some of us need to keep going through the same lesson. Hey, been there, done that. No judgment here. But to go from an Empress that you already had gained this stability in your life, and then go to an Emperor? What? Get out of here. You gotta be kidding me. You grew that much, Libra, and I bet you didn't even realize it. And what's most is the person that is on your mind, if they're trying to come back to you, they're gonna notice there's something different about you, because you're putting your foot down. You're saying, no, sir, this is not gonna happen again. I may love you, but I love myself now. And I love myself enough to respect myself and to force you to respect me, or you can hit the road. You can hit the road, because I found out I am the dessert. I'm the main meal, I am the dessert, and I am the whipped cream on top. You're just the cherry, and I can do without it. I can do without it. It's just fattening. So what? You're not the most important part here. But that's what they thought. And that's why each time they came in with their little sneaky ways, and they left you feeling like, really, there's no reason to start again, because I already know the ending to the story. You know, it's not like one of those books where you have alternative endings. No. They haven't shown you anything different long enough for you to say, yeah, let me just go ahead and let that cross-watcher back in my life again, because this time they've changed. Each and every time that you've allowed them to come back, they've proven you right. And I want to say that I'm going to step out on a limb here, Libra, and I'm going to say that's not what you wanted. You actually wanted them to prove you wrong. You wanted them to prove to you that you were wrong. And instead, they proved you right time after time after time. Each time they left you empty-handed. I call it my leaky basket or leaky bucket, where you're walking from the well back to the house. You think you're carrying the water, and you get to the house to wash dishes, to wash clothes, or to make a meal. And by the time you get into the cabin again, you got no water because of the hole, and everything just leaked out. So every time you've poured into this person, it's not long lasting. It hasn't, if you were thirsty, and I'm not talking about the type of thirsty they're talking about nowadays when they're saying you haven't had sex for a while. No, I'm talking about thirst that doesn't quench your soul, because every time they have come back and have shown you nothing, absolutely nothing, not one thing. You know what? I'm going to continue on the same line. These are going to be what they're thinking about you right now. What is it that the cross watcher is thinking about the Libra currently? Please and thank you. And what Spirit would like to tell you about yourself. It's a shame. You would think people learn, but sometimes they don't. Together we are a masterpiece. So for some of you, maybe there's a possibility of change here. You matter to me. So I want to say for some of you, you might have a glimmer of hope. They feel like you are a refined person. They feel cozy when they're with you. You're their comfort zone and you are security to them. Those are beautiful things. Like I said, that showed in the cards that Spirit gave to me. They feel like you are love, kindness, warmth, sensitivity. You're everything that's pleasant and good. And you know, those warm fuzzies that people give us, that's what you give to them. I'm going to use the Love Oracle deck. But the problem is what they give back to you. And I know most people would say, you don't give something and thinking somebody's going to give you something in return. Those are gifts, people. Those are not feelings. Those are presents. You can give somebody a present for their birthday, for Christmas, a card, anything like that. And no, you shouldn't expect something in return. But where love is concerned, oh, you bet your bottom dollar you should expect people to treat you well, to not disregard you, to not disrespect you. No, you're not an afterthought. You're a human being. What can you tell us that is on the mind of the cross watcher presently, please and thank you? What do they think of our Libra here, our Libras? Yeah, you deserve better. Divine timing is what Spirit is saying. Ha! Divine timing. Divine timing, divine timing, be patient while things are unfolding. This connection is worth waiting for. I think those are for the ones that I'm telling you that there may be hope here. But I hope, and I am saying but, because I am talking to Spirit now, but Spirit, I hope that if you do bring them back to Libra's life, that they will have changed. Because people can come and go for years in your life if you let them. It's just a cycle. It's just a cycle, a repeating cycle. But you got to get out of that loop if it's a bad one. If it's not growing, why would you want to go back into something negative? Is what I'm saying. So be very careful, Libra, with people coming back. Reaching your goals, however, everything you want from this connection will manifest in the near future. So again, I'm thinking that for some of you, you might just get your wish. Spirit may bring people back into your life that are changed or that are at least able to work with you to where they want to grow. Okay? And I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. For some, even if you're just boyfriend and girlfriend or seeing each other and it's been a while already, for some of us, and I'm saying us Libras, if you have someone on your mind that keeps coming and going, maybe it's time to recommend to them that we go to counseling, couples counseling, because you cannot stay in a circular pattern, because even planes run out of gas and they cannot land without crashing if they run out of gas. So you cannot stay in a circular pattern without some kind of change, okay? Difficulties, jealousies from others may serve as obstacles to the success of this connection. What did I say? For those that are in a third party, whether you put yourself there or unknowingly, unwittingly, hi Reg put, be careful, because I do see that even if this person wants to connect with you, there's obstacles there via black magic. So be very, very, very careful. Okay? These cards are wanting to talk some more, but I don't want to grab that deck again because we'll be here all night. Spirit, is there any other details you want to give the Libras in reference to the cross watcher that's on their mind? Person on their mind, please, and thank you. Any more details that you'd like to give? And I am using the Cartomancy deck. Something financially may be obstructing this as well. But for you, Libra, finances are sound right now. They're getting better and better and better. The Ten of Cups is coming out again for you. And there is somebody that you should be connecting to. So whether it's the person from the past or it's a new person, depending on you, because you got to stop and think. Just because we do tarot and just because we see things doesn't mean that you need to follow that. You have free will. So you don't have to take the old person back. If you know this person has hurt you time and time and time again, and that wound hasn't healed, and they've done nothing to try to help you to heal that by giving you dependability for one, then don't take them back. Again, that is your free will to decide what you're going to do. But man, your money is good. And I didn't even realize you got 2 tens in a row. 2 tens is optimal. I mean, you cannot get better than that except the aces. And that is success both in the financial realm and as well as love. So if the person from the past does not come back to you the right way, you need to consider a new love, Spirit is telling me, because a marriage can be forged with that new person. They're literally saying congrats on the card. So here, they're also telling you, and it's funny because what is a 6 is inverted, right? 9, 6. So literally both in the love aspect as well as the financial and career aspect, you're doing really well. You may not realize it because sometimes the wounds are very, very fresh, right? And if we're still in a lot of pain, we probably don't even look up to notice what's around us energetically or people or etc. Opportunities. But if you step away a little bit from that heartache, for those that are still going through it, you're going to see that your energy is quite good. And you really do not need that person. Again, I'm telling you, because Spirit is telling me, you are complete without them. They're just the cherry on top. It would have been so nice to have them in your life because, well, maybe they're sweet in their own way. Maybe they can be kind sometimes. Maybe you just, you're so in love with them. There's something about them that attracts you to them. But the rest of them, when they turn cold and negative, it's like, my gosh, I didn't bargain for that. I don't know where that's coming from. I call them Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, because sometimes you don't know whether you're getting the good, like the good angel or the bad one. You know how they have the little angel and devil that are sitting on somebody's shoulder? You don't know who you're getting. So it's kind of like, I didn't bargain for all of that baggage. All of your baggage I can do without. I don't know where it comes from. Seems like you got like mood swings going on. Whatever it is, get some medicine, get some therapy or something, cross watcher, do something, because you're driving people crazy already. So you're coming in with the Ace of Swords, and that's the truth, because the Ace of Swords cuts through all the BS. And the truth is you're doing so much better without them. I'm telling you, look, they're coming in as the Knight of Wands. They've already verified that, guys. That's not good. And meanwhile, they do worry about their own security and their finances. So, hey, let's get some of that for you too. Even if you're without them, you should be financially secure on your own. Told you, the Queen of Coins is coming out again for them. And there's a divorce. So there is talk of severance for this person in that relationship. But every single time that they want to discuss divorce and living separately and divvying up monies and properties and escrow and whatever else, CDs, 401ks, children, whatever, mother-in-laws, something keeps them there. So I'm telling you, this is by design. It's that way so that, hey, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. We've been together how long? Let's just keep going. So we have some pleasant times ahead. You know, our money is connected forever. That's the infinity symbol, right? The 8 sideways is an infinity symbol. We've got children, possibly, offspring. Possibly more than one. We have the King of Swords again. This person is constantly just in thought. They're not happy because every time they try to leave, either the children, the family, the home, the cat, the dog, the car, the horse, I don't know, the goat, whatever it is, you got to stay because I haven't finished raising the goat or the cat, you know. There's always a reason they got to stay. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. People are on the side. It might be either family members or friends of the family are on the side of the karmic. Also pushing buttons. Also giving them the, you need to stay. Be a man. You need to stay. 9 of Wands. That's not a good energy to be in. So they're treated like a child. That's why they're coming out as a knight as well. They're not treated as an adult male. They're treated as an immature young person that's still young in their head, that still has whimsical thoughts and fancies, and they don't want them to do that because they feel like they're going to end up financially ruined. Financially ruined. The 8 of Swords. Again, an ending. So that's why they stay between the black magic and the family saying, oh no, I don't know what you're thinking, but oh no, you're staying right. You're staying put. You're not going to lose all the money. What they're not telling this person is money comes and goes. Money can come back. You just have to have faith and good judgment and grow your money. And this time, since you know what to do, money's going to come faster. But they don't give that kind of advice. Instead, they say, oh no, you can't leave. You can't leave. You've got things to do here. You can't leave. You've got responsibilities. Oh, you're unhappy? Who gives a you know what? Hi, Felicia. No, you can't leave. You can't leave. You want to have a happy life with some? What? That's unheard of. Stop being silly. What do you mean you want to be happy? You're happy. Deal with it. You're happy. Spirit, is there anything else that you would like to tell the Libra on a positive note, where their luck lies, anything like that for this reading at this time before we close? And thank you so much for the likes. Thank you so much for the subscriptions. I'd love to have you as part of my YouTube family. It's very important to me that, if nothing else, I entertain you. Thank you so much for supporting this channel, guys. So this says, affirmation for acceptance. Affirmation for acceptance. For some of you, maybe you're not accepting yourself, or you're not loving yourself enough. You are enough. I'm telling you, you're everything. Like they used to say in the 80s and 90s, you're everything in a bag of chips. You're everything. You don't need anything outside of you. It's just that it gives us variety of life. It gives us joy to have, you know, someone to share things with, to laugh with, to express love with, right? Both sexually and just outwardly, you know, PDA, right? But you're already complete. You don't need this person. You just want this person, is a better way to put it. Air magic. What did I say? What did I say? The Ace of Swords twice over. And that's the truth. Look at that. Back to back, the Ace of Swords. That's the truth. You are enough. You are already complete. You are a masterpiece by yourself. It's just that when someone compliments you in life and you guys get along and the love is beautiful and it's strong and you have a friendship to boot, you can laugh, you're clowns with each other. You have that kind of relationship with someone that, you know, you can do stupid things, you can look crazy and they just think you're beautiful. It doesn't matter whether you have a ponytail or your hair is in an updo and you're glamorous. You're beautiful. That's the kind of relationship you want. But if it doesn't come, please know, my beautiful Libras and my beautiful males, I'm sorry it turned into a female type of reading. But just know that you are more than enough. You are complete. You are a completed masterpiece all by yourself. This has been your reading, my beautiful Libras. Your finances are flowing. Do not stop that flow, because what people don't understand, me being a Reiki master teacher, your heart chakra is connected to your hands because it's here across your chest. So if you're in a lot of heartache, you stop your money flow. Don't do that to yourself. Be good to yourself here, and love on yourself, because the greatest gift of all is love, and God's love and his joy and his grace is always beaming down on you, and that's all you need. But for those that really do want a love, I am telling you, if this person comes back the same way and you do let them come back, that's on you. Maybe you just need one more life lesson to go through before you finally get it through your head and heart. It's not going to work. For those that Spirit is saying there's an opportunity, well, if you give them a chance and they disappoint you again, it's not your fault, because you lovingly opened up again. So it's not your fault, but learn from that if they do hurt you again, and don't let them back another time after that. For those that are like me, that are happy on your own, you know that you have enough love inside of you to give, but to the right person, and you don't have any more love to just waste on, like I said, fake flowers. Then know that you're more than enough. And when the right person comes, if you want to open up to it, great. And if you decide, because some people do, my grandmother was one of them. She never had another relationship once my grandfather died. So for those of you out there that have decided, that's it, I'm good to be by myself, I'm happy, I'm content. As a matter of fact, let me tell y'all a side story before I let y'all go. So a person reached out to me from one of the meetups that I was trying to be a part of. I've been a singer since I was about, I guess, 5, 8. I've been in choir. And I have not sang professionally. I have not sang since 2009, which was junior choir. And so this is an a cappella group. I'm just giving you an example of when you grow to a certain stage of enlightenment, you understand that you can wait for the right one, and you can get hobbies and interests outside of just romance that make you happy too. And even if gardening is one of them, I'm doing indoor gardening and it's making me very happy. But sad at the same time, one plant didn't survive, or it's not surviving. But you understand, so I'm excited because that might be a part of my life soon, singing again, using my voice again, and that makes me happy. So if you're at that stage of your life that you feel like you don't need anything else other than just your activities, and I shouldn't say just, your activities that make you happy, that cause you joy, and meeting new friends and getting out into your community, and singing for the group, will be singing in locations. So I'm going to be doing something expressively outward, right? That gives me joy. I'm just saying, we're all at different stages of life, right? Some of us are just, in the spring of life, and we're just, in puppy loves all over the place. And our more mature crowd is like, okay, I'm giving you one more chance, and buddy, that's it. You're to the curb. I can't do this with you anymore. At this point, if you fail me again, you need help. And I'm talking about doctors. I'm not equipped for that. Love you enough to let you go. Go with God. Bye. And the others are like, no, I don't even need that anymore. I don't need anybody coming and messing up my flow. I got my Zen zone going on. And I got money flowing, and I got friends, and I've got activities, and my life is good. It's golden. Don't fuck it up for me. Don't fuck it up for me. There's a sign I want to get for my home. It says, "This is my happy place." Don't fuck it up. I don't mean to curse, guys, but I just thought that was so funny, because you have to stop and think. The people that you allow into your sphere of influence, right, near to you, either bring good, positive energy and add something good to your life, or take your positive energy and leave their stinky cheese energy. And I don't need that at this stage in life. I'm like, I'm good. Thank you very much. I've had enough of your stinky cheese to last lifetimes. So you can stay over there, and I love you from afar. Bye. Get a doctor. You need some help. Anyway, guys, love you so much. I'll see you again, hopefully on Sunday. Till then, this has been your gas for the week. And again, if this was not your reading, you say, Victoria, I didn't get anything out of this. Hopefully you were entertained. But if this is somebody else's reading, please share away. Sharing is caring. Love you, and have a good rest of your week. Don't work too hard, because remember, if it's not your business, you're just making somebody else rich. So learn to enjoy more than just your weekend. Bye, guys.